My dark horse is Qatar.
I was going to say that too.
If you guys
the corruptness.
if you guys don't think these guys haven't already made their way through the group, then
Bro, and they got the Spanish Donnies,
something
bro.
else. They got, I guarantee there's shit you don't know about. They got cryogenic chambers every room.
Bro, I'm telling you.
They got teleport pods that just get them straight underground to the game.
You know what I'm thinking?
They got,
I reckon
each player has their own jet.
Yeah.
Felix Sanchez. Felix Sanchez,
You guys,
I'm
listen,
telling you.
crowd.
Under
If you guys
17s,
don't think that
under
Qatar
20s.
haven't already, Qatar are already in the semis. I'm telling you,
Do you know-
right now. Robot. Qatar are going to be playing with like robotic
Zidane Prime.
players.
Prime.
They're going to have. You think Haaland's not going World Cup? He's going World Cup. He's playing for Qatar.
Production's playing nice. What are you saying, Jeremy? What are you saying?
Oh, we're good. We're good. All right. Alhamdulillah. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. You're back and Let Them Shoot. We're back in Canberra, unfortunately.
CBR.
We're back home. We're back in the studio.
What do you mean,
Feels
unfortunately?
at home.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, sorry. Fortunately, we're back here. By the grace of God, as MJ
By the
says.
grace of God.
Alhamdulillah. We're back. You probably saw last week we had a special guest. Today we got another special guest from DBE Dirt Bike has returned to Canberra.
Homecoming.
All right. I'm going to give it 3 seconds here.
Glasses, jacket, shirt, man. What's the score?
2, 1. All better come correct.
We'll behave now. Before we get into this very special episode, very special World Cup preview episode, see the excitement, see the energy in the room.
World
Who am I
Cup.
with? Yeah, World Cup. Who am I with?
Tunisia.
To my very, very right, as there's two people on the couch today, to my very, very right, to Tom's right.
It's Born Africa gang. I'm back. You know, I'm always happy to be here, man, with the crew. Life's good.
It's good to have you back, man.
Quick trip up north. Oh yeah, man.
I went south, bro.
Tom?
Canberra's Thomas Party here.
Okay. Yeah.
Third episode in a row.
You know why, though?
I'm on a streak. Looking forward to this one.
Not footballing ability.
Oh my God.
Yo, do you have to wheel it back already?
Yeah, right. Sorry about that. 3, 2,
I'll do
1.
it here.
3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Sorry. Tom's here as well. To my left, special guest all the way from Hounslow.
Oh my days. Carl, what are you saying, man? Production paying nice. I'm here twice, 2 weeks in a row, yeah?
Yeah.
Come on.
And what are you wearing today, my
Bro, I'm
friend?
not gonna lie, we're in this custom Aussie jersey, man. Shout out to Nike Football. Obviously sending through the customs. 92.
We didn't want to all wear ours all together on the same episode, so we decided to let Denai share.
Let me wear it, you know. On the back is a special little name on the back there.
Because we've all got one. We just all didn't want to wear it.
Yeah.
Episode.
Because how would that work?
My intro.
Sorry, continue.
How would that work? 7 guys sharing one jet. Nah, don't worry about it.
Just ruin my intro.
Don't worry
But
about it.
crowd.
But shout out Two Birds, shout out
You know-
Nike Football.
You know what this is like? This is
Jordan.
like,
In honor of
What a
B
beat.
Rhodes.
this is like when Neymar got injured at the 2014 World Cup. And then they held a Neymar shirt in the Germany game.
Yeah?
Bud couldn't be with us today, alhamdulillah.
After his performance on the last episode, man, production said
Yeah.
it's sticky for you, man.
Absolutely.
So it's on the sideline today. Obviously, they put the elite ballers here.
Yeah, the elite,
Elite
the
ballers.
elite team is here
Elite ballers
today.
man. You know, I'm a shooter before Let Them Shoot began, but we move.
And to his
Nah.
left.
You finished or?
Nah, I'm still running, bro.
Go, keep
Yeah,
going.
finish it, I'm done.
Y'all done here. Pengus Tech is OG Tech is here. Hay Fever Survivor. I'm back. Let him shoot TV. Come on, baby.
And before we get started tonight, make sure you let them know what they have to do.
So, crowd, you know what's good, right? I'm here 2 weeks in a row. So we need them subscriptions to get 1,000 by the end of the last previous episode. And this one, I need it to be on 1,500.
God damn it.
1,500, get it up.
Otherwise,
Praise
production
God.
ain't gonna
Subs.
production needs to pay my fee, you know.
Yeah.
So 1,500 to target. So I need you to like, share, subscribe. But I said don't hit the notification bell last time. I said, nah, you need to hit that shit. So when we drop, you know,
Yeah.
World Cup's coming.
World Cup.
Ready.
He's gonna be there. He's gonna be there. So you lot need to stay in tune, man.
Be excited.
Notification bell. Production working overtime this month. Yeah, come on, we move. What are we saying?
Absolutely. So a very special episode for you guys today. World Cup special, World Cup preview. Our first World Cup. Well, we did the Ultra Football World Cup special, but this is the real preview World Cup special. We're going to go through the groups. We're going to see who's going to get out. We've got a few predictions. We've got a few calls from the team. They're going to tell us a few things about this World Cup. So we might as well kick it off. Group A. World Cup starts on the 21st, I think.
Yeah.
Monday night, man.
21st of November.
Australia started on the
Summer World Cup
26th.
for the first time for us here. It'll
It's a
be
bit
Winter
crazy.
World Cup there.
God damn.
What do you guys think? You excited? How are you feeling about this World Cup?
It feels weird.
Yeah,
It
facts.
feels weird, man. There's no prep. It's like summer, like real summer or summer for
It's
us
summer
at least.
for us, yeah. Winter World Cup for...
Timings are okay though. I don't mind the timings, the match day timings. Like, match day timings are alright, but yeah, it just feels odd. Like obviously pre-season's happening right now. This is last night, and then now we've got World Cup in like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah,
But I think it's kind of cool that players are going into the tournament at peak fitness, peak sharpness, peak like ability. That they're well into the season. So for me, it's kind of cool that everyone's going to be there. That is there.
Everyone's not there.
Yeah.
That's
If
the thing.
everyone that is there
Yeah.
is going to be
I
going to be ready.
One of the best things about the World Cup is the build up towards it.
Facts.
That's
There's no
true.
build up. You don't get to see how they're lining up. You don't get to see the predicted 11s. You don't get to, talk about it properly with all your friends and, collect the stickers and all that kind of stuff.
We're chatting here, man.
You know what
Yeah,
it
2
saves
days
us?
out.
You know what it saves us from though? Hearing that shitty little baby song in the lead up. Because there's no lead up, we don't have to hear that song.
But no, I'm the same. I feel like we love football, you know what I mean? But it's just the timing has thrown me off, I think. And I feel like you can see that the players are struggling with the timings because usually towards the back end of the season, it's either you're fighting to win the league or you're fighting for Champions League or you're not. Whereas this time players they've played so many games, they don't even get to rest. Boom, straight into World Cup. So for me, it's weird, but at the same time, I'm excited. I think summer World Cup for Australia, amazing. We don't have to wake up too early. Football fever. Yeah, nah. It's a weird one, but I'm ready, man.
Well, we might as well kick it off with Group A. Group A will be a extremely interesting group. We've got the host, Qatar, first ever World
Qatar.
Cup. Ecuador, Netherlands, Senegal. It's a quite... I mean, you could say Netherlands are going to top the group, but I think the rest is quite iffy. It's quite even between the rest.
About a week ago, I would have said second place was locked up. Since my guy Mane got injured,
He's still in the squad, but
he's still in the squad, but
Yeah.
I think they don't think he can play till game 3.
He's going there and doing a Ronaldo tip in the final, just coach on the sideline, bro.
Yeah, they're going to need him to. He's going to have to start talking though.
For you guys, who gets out of the group? Who gets out
The
of
silent man.
Yeah.
Who...
I'm saying Senegal for me.
Senegal gets out?
I think they've got enough quality in that team to be able to, and I think they're going to be motivated. Obviously, not having Mane's big, but I think they're going to be motivated to fight for him. So I think that's going to give them a lift.
So are we saying that Ecuador, Qatar's definitely finishing last?
I think
No,
Qatar's
I was going to say Qatar's going through.
That's what I'm saying. Qatar's got like
Going through?
Xavi's still. No, he's not. But he was their coach like earlier, right? Qualifications and stuff before he went to Barca.
Nah.
No.
Who's
Coached in Qatar.
wasn't he coaching the youth system though? Someone was coaching
not-
the whole setup
I know he was coaching a club team
because
but
they were
I'm not
winning
sure
youth
about-
football.
I don't even
They were
think
winning youth football.
that wasn't
They
even
were
in-
coached by it was like the Spanish system.
No, I
I'm
don't
not
think
sure.
so.
Was it him?
no idea.
Yeah.
But
There must be...
Qatar have redone. I saw a video.
Man's
Jeremy
got
actually sent it to
futuristic
me.
Glasses on. He's singing to the future.
Yeah, because they have completely redone, restored their whole youth setup, leading into
They've been prepping for
yeah
this
since
World Cup.
about 2010.
Yeah.
They've been prepping for this World Cup, and so they've redone all the scouting, everything involved. Players that were come from Brazil,
Fringe players.
fringe players from other countries. They brought into the league,
Put
the Qatari
millions
league.
into the youth setup.
Got those players into the youth setup, got them playing the football that they want to play. And now their youth setup is full of like extremely promising, talented young players who are playing all over Europe now. So whatever they've done, if you got unlimited money,
I was going to say, I think for me, Qatar, I think they'll be decent. And I think, especially with the injury to Mane, Senegal, their odds drop for me drastically with no Mane. But Qatar, even like if the football's not on point, listen, they got the World Cup. And that was not due to anything other than
Caught up,
bribery. So if you don't think there's any corruption going on and they're not going to get out of the group, check your mirrors.
And you know what? We've seen this before.
Check your mirrors.
2002. I think that's the prime example.
Oh, Korea, yeah.
Yeah.
So we know.
What happened to Japan though? Japan didn't.
it's only so much bribery can do.
Like 2 teams. Imagine.
Yeah.
But no, we've seen it before. And I mean, if they get to the quarterfinals, we know why. And I wouldn't be surprised. But like Samuel said, they have it. But for me, if you're looking at African champions,
That's what I mean.
I think that's a big title. And I think we are seeing a different African team. There's a few African teams, but I think Senegal is definitely like the standard. And I think, yes, Mane's gone, but I think they have the quality. They've won before. They know how to win. They know what it's like to play in big competitions.
Yep.
So I think they're going through.
I
I think
honestly
they're going through
think,
second.
I think this was the best African team since Ghana 2010 going into a World Cup.
Yeah.
And the Mane injury is now, it's
The most
like,
high-level players.
yeah,
It's big.
it's the most amount of high-level
Playing at
players
big clubs.
and playing well as a team. Because usually there's times where they have good players like Ivory Coast and the players don't perform at the World Cup
Yeah,
or
Nigeria.
only one player can do too much, can't do too much. But Senegal showed that as a team, they play good football.
Yeah.
They look exciting, attacking, but losing your captain and your best player
lot.
is like a lot. It's a lot to take.
All right, so let's
Before we
quickly.
get there, I just want to fact check some shit. I got the names mixed up, but it was a Spanish coach.
Yeah.
He's been with him since what's it called here?
And what's his name?
His name is Felix Sanchez.
Yeah, it's close.
He's got.
He used to play for Barca as well. You know
Yeah,
that?
that's what I mean. That's,
Yeah, I
that's
made
why-
that up. Yeah, I made that up. Completely made that up.
He managed Barca.
That's a vibe.
There you go.
That's not all right.
Barcelona
Oh,
youth to
shit.
26 to 06, sorry. Then Qatar 19s, 13 to 17. Qatar 23, 17 to 20.
There you go.
Qatar first team, 17 to now.
They're
He's been
bringing
with the team for a
Bravo.
while.
they're bringing in the people. That's
Listen,
They got-
Denai sometimes has facts. He sometimes
on,
has
man.
fake facts.
I
The
knew
Sydney
something
Water.
about Barcelona.
Yeah.
Allow me.
Okay. So just before we go on to Group B, let me get your winners and second place.
winners Holland,
Yep.
second place. Am I allowed to say Holland?
Sure, man.
Winners Netherlands, second place Qatar.
Denai?
Winners Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
Second place going to Senegal, bro. The Africans, bro. Come on.
I'm gonna go with the same as Denai. I think Qatar will edge Senegal.
Then I said
And
Senegal.
I said Senegal second.
Oh.
Second, bro.
yeah.
Who said Qatar through?
Me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'll go with Samuel. Yeah.
Netherlands first, Senegal second.
Same.
Qatar
Has,
third.
has to be.
Yep. Fair enough. Let's
Free
go Group B,
Ecuador.
boys. Let's go Group B. This is a group for you, a group for all of the English.
Wondering my shirt, yeah?
He wants to do a mid-episode change, but I'll read out the group quickly. England, Iran, United States of America, and Wales. For me, this group is pathetic.
You know what?
Nah.
Production.
What are we
Shots,
doing?
bro. Come on. Obviously, I had to bring the England kid as well. Come on. The crowd.
This guy's trisexual. I mean, tri-national.
Top in the league. England's top in the league. Top in the group, not the league. The group.
It's not a good group to top.
Somehow
Somehow England get these fuck
what I'm
groups every
saying.
World Cup.
But you know what?
England
Hey, I'm scared.
always-
I'm scared. I'm on the ropes.
Because I was going to say, it's
Southgate-
tricky.
It's a tricky
It could
group.
be a tricky group for
Wales.
I don't think
Wales
they'll move.
can disturb.
What are we doing?
Wales are not good.
Nah.
They're not
I think
good.
Wales are the,
The
worst
US
team
are
in
in
the group.
the worst form they've ever been in their
Yeah,
entire
but you know
history.
what it is?
And then there's a no-name country at the bottom.
No.
Guess what? There's
Don't
a
be
name
silly.
country at the bottom. They're
I,
good.
I think Iran are finishing.
Yeah,
I think Iran are going to finish second in the group.
So do I.
Iran are a good side, and when it comes to World Cups, they're good. They literally
They do well, bro.
in 2014,
Yeah.
they got knocked out by Germany 1-0 in extra
The
time.
winners, yeah.
Yeah, no, they.
The winners of the
Was it
tournament.
pens or was it? In
Nah, they lost in extra time 1-0. Like that's a
I think a few weeks ago I said that England were going to get knocked out in the group, but I may
It's
have done
cap.
that before even reading the groups.
yeah. It's
Of course
cap.
you have.
England
It's
are
cap.
going to go through. They're going to finish on 7 points.
Yeah.
They're going to draw one game, but they're realistically going to cruise through this group, I think.
They have to.
And
No,
second,
but every game is going to be on edge.
I don't think so, bro.
Bro,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
they're going to score early in 2 of the 3 games, and then from there,
The England players are the types to turn up as well in the group stage.
The only problem I see though is if the gaffer
He's gonna
has a howler.
That's what I'm saying. He's
I think
gonna
that's
have a
what
howler.
they might struggle, but that might be they win 1-0, 2-1.
I think they're too good for the group.
yeah.
I think
They're too
whoever
good
they
for the
put
group.
out, whoever he puts out in the 11
what I was
and
gonna
whatever
say.
formation he plays,
Yeah.
they'll get through.
Harry
They'll
Kane
get
was
through
scoring
1-0.
goals.
They'll get through 2-1.
Easy.
They'll just get it done.
Who needs to really stand up? Who needs to be counted for England to do something at this World Cup?
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane.
I don't
Harry
think
Kane
so.
has
think
to
so?
actually
'Cause
be-
I don't think so.
I don't think.
I think
everybody.
everyone else will be because there's no creative players in the team right now.
There
he's
is.
Gonna, he's gonna play but he's gonna play 5 at the back,
Yeah.
which means
Yeah.
the creative players are gonna be the 2 wingers, the wing backs. Jude's not gonna create in the middle. He's not that type of player. If Declan Rice plays,
Jude's got it.
he's that
He
type-
can.
No, but that's what I mean. But the way England plays, they have to create from the outside, or Kane has to drop deep, and we don't want Kane dropping deep.
A lot of pundits seem to think that England for the group stage are going to play a 4 at the back.
I think
Keep playing
And
forward at the
then
back
when
all
it
the
gets to
time.
the
Yeah.
knockout games, they're going to switch.
I think not until they play a top side, they're going to play a side that they feel can do damage against them with that poor backline that England
Do
have.
we feel though that centre back wise it's poor, or do we think that they've got 2 decent options?
I think
They got these options,
think
but they're gonna
that's
play
how I
Harry
their most
Maguire.
unrealistic options are
their best?
options.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Stones and
That's the
Ben White
problem.
need to play.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
together.
that's the problem.
As a
Stones
four.
will play.
And if
Stone
you're
will
going to
start
make it a
guaranteed.
3 with Kyle Walker, that's their best. That would be their best 3
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
back. Kyle
Yeah.
Walker, Stones, Ben White.
Yeah.
But I
He's
don't
not
think
gonna
that'll
do
ever
that.
happen.
He's not going to
Exactly.
do it. He's going to play Harry Maguire. Oh,
And I
my
think that's the
days.
problem with why England they'll
Exactly.
scrape through, and then as soon as they get past group stage, they might get
Bro,
violated.
I'm telling you, Maguire is going to start. Henderson is going to start.
Henderson won't
And
start.
guess
I don't
what?
think
I can
Henderson
see
will
this
start.
It'll be
guy-
Rice
Henderson
Bellingham
start.
in the
I
middle.
can see this guy playing Saka left back. Do you see what he did in the warm up games?
If he does that, he's taking the piss.
I think he realized that he cannot do that again. Because I remember we watched that game and we were like that, and I just don't think.
And he got fucking slammed.
I think the
hard
media
after.
destroyed him after that, and
This
he
guy
can't
still
do
took
that.
Harry Maguire to the World Cup and Eric Dyer. Just remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, Southgate, when it gets to the knockout rounds, we know the lineup that's going to play. But I think in the group stage, they should be at least trying to just outplay and demolish teams when they have the opportunity. And I think he's only going to do that if they have a 4 at the back. But
Agreed.
let's go
Facts.
quick group winners, quick
Yeah.
runners up. Let's go, MJ.
I'm gonna go obviously England first, and I would say USA second.
They have a really good
I think
squad.
they've got a lot of youth, a lot of energy, and I think they've got enough players now playing at high levels that can cause problems to teams that don't really understand the quality they have. So
Decent play. Who's that?
they got Joe Rayner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got Rayner, McKinney, Dest.
Dest.
They have like they have
Adams, the one
yeah.
for Leeds.
Aronson.
Aronson for Leeds.
Yes, they have some good
They got some
players.
decent players. Tom, are you the same? Or
I'm
no?
the same. Yeah.
Yeah?
I just think that the US will scrape through just.
Yeah.
Just.
One of
me,
those
I
4
think-
points.
I think England top, and I think Iran and USA will finish on the same points, but Iran will go through.
Nice.
Likewise,
Mad.
man. England top in the group. Come on. Coming back to Wem. And then Iran coming second.
Yeah, I have the exact same.
Perfect. Let's go Group C.
Yeah.
Group C is it's got a bit more flavour.
Okay.
Finally.
It's a bit tastier. We got Argentina, who
Yeah.
a lot of people's favourites.
Yeah.
Mexico, Poland, and Saudi Arabia, Saudi Arabia are one of the strongest Asian teams.
Yeah,
They are.
definitely.
You guys feel as though this is the last. Well, it's obviously the last World Cup for Messi, but do you think this is his best ever team that he's had in a World Cup?
I don't think it's the best ever team on squad, but I think it's the best. It's going to be the
Cohesive
best unit that
Yeah.
that he's ever been a part of.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Has
the
to be.
the perfect. It's literally the perfect coach who plays the perfect system for the way Messi is now for them to win.
Who's playing up 9? Is it going to be what's
They play 2 strikers, Lautaro and Messi.
Lautaro.
Messi's playing up 3 roles.
And
Yeah.
Lautaro works his fucking.
Every single
Yeah,
player on the
yeah.
pitch, except for Messi, works as hard as possible. And even Messi, like I saw in the Copa America, he was playing like his life depended on it. I've never seen him work that hard, maybe in the last 10 years. So I feel as though he's going to be doing the same this time around.
But Mexico, Poland, Saudi Arabia aren't going to be easy games.
Nope.
And I think if
Nope.
Argentina
That's a tough group.
can do something, they're going to have to show it in the
Yeah.
in the
Definitely.
group stage.
Yeah.
Mexico, for some weird reason, always.
They're always
Yeah.
They're
very
always good.
competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're always
Regardless
good.
of who plays,
Yeah.
I could name you maybe 3 or 4 Mexican players right now.
Yeah.
Bella playing? Is he in the squad?
Nah,
Yeah.
I
think he'll be
can't
in the
imagine
squad.
he's
He would be.
playing.
They haven't
again.
named it yet, but I'd imagine
I think he'll be in the squad.
Yeah. As
I'm just
As long as the Choa's in
assuming.
goals,
Yeah.
this guy saves 28 shots every single World Cup,
Most
every
World
single
Cup
game.
history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that game where he actually had like 15 saves?
I
in the
don't
game?
remember the exact game. Maybe against Holland or something.
Poland though.
Vela is actually.
I think
not in
Poland
the
are
squad.
finishing last in the group.
They were disappointing
Poland?
last tournament. Innit?
Yeah, I think they're finishing last in the group.
They were
I think
disappointing.
they're-
Yeah,
Poland.
I don't think they're finishing last.
I
I think they're decent.
you've got
no,
the
but
guy.
They are,
They got a couple good players. Obviously.
Yeah.
yeah.
but they were finishing.
They got Matty Cash. They got Zielinski. They got Lewandowski. They
I
got
think-
They finished.
Szczesny.
They were terrible in the last tournament, innit? Like, were they?
They didn't qualify for
Euros?
the Euros.
Yeah, I don't think they're in
They
here.
finished-
I think they didn't qualify and it was like a big thing.
Yeah.
I just don't think Poland, not that I know really anything,
Milik.
but I don't think Poland are going to be any challenge to those teams. I think the teams that are better as a unit seem to work so much better in the World Cup, and it's like
Yeah, absolutely.
these unknown countries, not unknown, but people won't go versus Saudi Arabia knowing how good they are. But obviously, we get to see them play against Australia, and they are a very, very.
But at the
good
same
side.
time, when you're playing the best teams in the world, you've got to have
That's true.
one or two players that have that superstar quality.
That's
to
true.
get you
Absolutely.
through. And in World Cups, if you don't have that, there's only so much that a cohesive unit can get to.
Brother, Greece won no Euros, bro.
It's a one-off. Really.
It's a one-off.
It's a one-off.
It's I agree.
unit
I
does
think
It's an
it-
outlier.
A
It
unit
does.
will get you
So
So
far,
far?
yeah.
but it's the same. Just having a couple good players is only going to get you so far when you've
Exactly.
coming up
Poland
against one
have a decent team. Sure, they
Well,
have
they got
Lewandowski up
Szczesny in
front.
goal.
He's the
Szczesny,
superstar.
Zielinski's fucking good.
Zielinski.
But aside from that, when we're not saying too many of their players are world class.
No.
Nah.
They have European players. They play in mainly Serie A, but I think Poland's going out. I think Mexico's finishing second. I think Argentina will top the group.
For me, I'm going Argentina and Poland.
I'm the same. I think Poland will get through.
Argentina, Mexico, man. Them.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Argentina and Saudi Arabia just for the fun.
Good for you, man.
Group D. Group D, our beloved Socceroos. My God. You just get that feeling
Goodness.
that it's
We're gonna be in
football's going to
for a long
return.
tourney.
It's going to return back to
Sydney,
Oh, shit.
Canberra,
traditional owners' soil.
the custodians of
France
this
in the
land.
group, obviously.
Africa FC, come on.
Africa FC, as Denai likes to call them. Denmark are a good side.
They're good,
and
man.
Tunisia.
Dark horse energy.
Tunisia.
Tunisia.
who are also a fucking good side.
Yeah.
So realistically, before you tell me that Australia is going to win the World Cup, are Australia getting out of the group?
No. Hell no.
Like, respectfully,
I think 0 points, 0 goals scored.
I think it could have been more hopeful if certain players were picked. I would have been like, you know what? I'm feeling better about this.
I want to. No, sorry.
No, you go. But I think
Sorry,
given
sorry.
the squad that we're seeing, I'm more disappointed than I think I would have been by far.
Graham Arnold.
That's it.
Let me look at this guy in the mirror. Let me look at you.
Mirror, yeah.
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 Oh, shit. Oh.
Proud of you.
Graham Arnold. What are you doing? What are you doing? Where's Sainsbury? Name players.
Son-in-law as well.
Go for it, mate.
Where's Rodgick?
Yeah.
I don't care
Yeah.
if Rodgick hasn't played.
Nah,
God
yeah.
knows how long.
Neither
that's exactly what I
Suter.
said.
We're all in
Neither
agreement.
Suter.
I don't care.
We're all in agreement.
He's the best player to be wearing this kit right now. Regardless if he
I agree.
With Moy. Yeah.
or him, yes.
Yeah.
But I agree.
Yep. Continue.
Why isn't Trent there? That's a problem for me still.
Definitely.
Yeah, I would have taken Sainsbury 100%.
Even why isn't Grant there?
I would have taken.
Yeah.
I would have taken Ryan
Why
Grant
is
as well.
Ryan Grant there? And then up top, why is Mitch Duke there?
Oh,
Respectfully,
Yeah, no.
why
Like,
is Mitch
respectfully.
Yeah, it's all out of
The,
respect.
the thing is,
Duke there? Bruv,
yeah, when I watch Australia play, I watch with the highest hopes, like with a clean slate, hoping to see some form of style, a team that at least looks as though they've played together for a while, that's gelled together.
You want to see a unit like you
a
see
unit,
from
exactly.
From the other countries.
Yeah.
Yeah. With who lack superstars.
But when we
Exactly.
go out there, it looks as though the midfielders and the defenders have never played together.
Yeah.
Every ball that goes into the midfield is a battle for our midfielders to try and if obviously this playing out thing isn't working, of course everyone wants to see their team play nice football, play out. But if this is not working, because the midfielders we have, Jackson Irvine, his best qualities are not on the ball. His best qualities are his work rate. Yeah. So if the ball's coming into Moy,
Late runs.
I think the other midfielders we have, the strikers we have who are
Krustic is good. But
who are basically
Krustic is good,
athletes. You're looking at Cummings, you're looking at Mitch Duke, you're looking at McLaren. These guys aren't ball players.
And Cummings, you're a hectic cunt, like mad. Like for you to come live
dog.
your dream in Australia, you switch nationalities, you get picked in the squad, hectic. But realistically, Australia, this guy should not be able to declare for the draft. For the World Cup.
1 day,
One week
yeah,
before the World
and get
Cup, and he
straight
gets in
into
the
the
squad.
squad.
Graham Arnold should not be ringing on the phone, begging players to join, waiting till the last minute so
fucking
that they can
18-year-old.
sign. Realistically, you have to do better as a nation, as a footballing team, as a collective. There has to be more respect for yourself and more of a project and more of a
Facts.
process than what's happened
Facts.
This
previous
guy
World
gave a
Cup.
debut to boss man who's playing for Melbourne Victory right now from Argentina or Uruguay.
Fornaroli.
Yes, at like
Yeah.
age 68.
Yeah, facts.
Like, what do you? There's
Yeah.
bare youth players that you could be doing that to.
Facts.
No,
Absolutely.
Nah,
Like
I'm
Cummings,
vexed.
he's a good player. And
He shouldn't be anywhere
I'd
near
much
the
rather
squad.
see Cummings play
Than
in
Mitch.
terms of ability than Mitch Duke.
Definitely,
Yeah.
completely
But
agree.
no player should be able to declare for the country after playing in Australia for a week and they're like a first
crazy.
option for the squad.
And the thing is, this is tournament football. It's not season football. This is where you need the most creative players possible,
exciting.
the players who can create something out of nothing. And you leave at home Rogic, Arzani, and Tilio. All three are left at home.
And there's even more players in the A League that
That are
couldn't
like
make the
that.
squad.
Caceres, someone you've worked with closely.
Crazy.
I don't get it. Okay, what's the midfield? What's the midfield gonna be? Is it gonna be? Is it gonna
Irvine,
be?
Moy, and
He's gonna
Hrustic.
destroy Irvine and Hrustic.
Hustic.
Which is,
Hrustic, I understand. He's a decent
good.
player
I
still.
like him.
That's as like you put Rogic in over Irvine for me, and that's our best midfield.
Nice.
But you play
it's
more
also
deep though.
way too attacking.
It's way too attacking.
I
isn't it?
understand that.
Yeah.
So I understand why Jackson Irvine's in the squad, but for me, Rogic has to be in the squad.
Absolutely.
He's the X factor. He has to be in the squad. I don't care if he's been chilling down the road doing nothing.
And whether that means you adapt the formation and the lineup to play with another midfielder and play with two up front, or play with narrow forwards and ditch the nine
'Cause
who isn't going to do
The
anything.
issue as well is I saw in the paper he said that they sent guys to go watch Rogic and physically he wasn't fit enough, he wasn't right. But it's like
I don't care.
You look at any other national team when their main players are okay enough to be in the squad, they're in the squad.
Bro, Mane is injured.
Yeah.
He's in the squad.
You know,
Benzema hasn't played he hasn't started.
Yeah.
He's got fatigue. He's in the squad.
playing for-
You're putting in the guys that can change
Harry
the game
Maguire has not played
regardless.
football.
It's crazy.
and and in a similar way to how obviously the levels of Neymar, Messi, these players are galaxies above Rogic, but in the same way, the team knows they have to sacrifice because this player can produce something.
Exact-
out of
it's
nothing.
tournament football.
They should be doing the same thing. Australia should be building a team where their most creative player, the player who can score goals out of nothing, the player who can create chances out of nothing, is in the side, and everyone else works hard because they know he only needs one moment to do something.
Last 20 minutes is bring him on.
And for me, they didn't pick enough of those players, and really any. They took Garen Quol, which I'm very happy about, because that's someone who, if he doesn't start, if he does start, he can come off the bench. He's doing it in the A-League right now.
quality,
He
yeah.
comes off the bench and he's lightning. He gives a different option to whatever you have on the field. He's quick when defenders are fatigued.
Instinctual,
He can,
yeah.
he can cause problems and he can score goals. But realistically, you've got to bring players like Tilio, who, let's say you're down 1-0. Who are we bringing off the bench? Like, you're down 1-0. You have to be able to
what I
bring
mean.
someone who, when we finally have the ball and are able to put pressure on the other team's back line, get more field position, you have to have players who are able to go 1v1 and create something or score.
And it's not like,
exactly.
respectfully, it's not players like
Or in the same sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even-
Exactly,
It's not.
and that's what I was about to say. Apart from Garen Quol, who can produce something out of nothing, the other two strikers, McLaren and Mitch Duke, will need service on a plate for them to even have a
Absolutely.
sniff of scoring a World
And,
Cup.
and Australia aren't going to have
Australia
enough
aren't
ball.
gonna dominate the games.
They're not going to have enough
They're
ball
not
to
gonna create
do
enough
that.
chances, especially without players like Rogic and Tilio, Arzani. Even Arzani could be in poor form, but he still possesses ability
To do something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because we've seen
exactly.
it. If we look at the Euros, for example, we've seen players who have that ability to change games. Denmark, perfect example. Damsgaard, he was unknown, but he had that ability to unlock defenses,
Agreed.
create chances, to score goals. That's what gets you out of the group.
And realistically, you've got to know as a coach, of course, Jamie McLaren is in outstanding form. He's always in outstanding form. But if you look at the league he's playing in, he plays for a side where they dominate possession. They have the ball. He gets lots of chances. But you need a player who's going to be able to, one time they get the ball in the final third, create something, score. Because Australia aren't getting those. They're not having possession. They're not the teams in our group are some of the best teams at the World Cup, football wise. So they're going to dominate. Denmark are going to dominate the game. France obviously are going to dominate the game, and Tunisia are going to dominate the game. I think that's going to be more of a battle, obviously. But these teams are going to dominate the ball against us.
Imagine the midfield battle we got, like Australia has to go through against France, and they've got no Pogba and Kante.
Yeah.
Imagine that midfield battle.
But even you see with France, and this is like the biggest example, for how long Giroud was the starting 9 was not because he was the best striker.
Exactly.
It's because he did the most for the team,
Absolutely.
and he facilitated Mbappe being the best player possible. Otherwise, they could have gone with better French strikers easily. But the coaches said, this is going to help us win, and this is what's going to be best for the team. And that's exactly what I feel Australia hasn't done enough of when picking this squad.
They also have to understand that they're a nation going into World Cup where they're not expected to be good. They're not expected to do anything. You need a player when you're under the pump that you can hit their feet, and in tight areas they can turn, move the ball forward for you and win a foul up top, relieve the pressure.
Roderick is that
There's no
perfect player.
players that can do that, especially in the midfield.
I want to know, Moyes is the only person I trust on the ball.
Sure,
Pressure.
but he's not the kind of guy that's going to get it and beat a player and win a
he's
foul
not.
on the break.
Especially
to relieve
now.
the pressure in your half. There's
Especially
no way.
now, his game is
no Moy,
his game's
no Roderick, no Tilio, no. Oh my.
And the thing is, if you look at last World Cup, our excitement came from Arzani.
Zani.
Yeah, completely.
So I thought for me that was a precedent going forward that, all right, this might work. So why don't we try to introduce these kind of players into the national team?
But then again, gotta just now it's too late. Obviously, you have to just like back whatever's going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
So in saying that, who's going through?
France number 1, Australia second.
Dunno.
Africa FC, France, and Denmark, man. Denmark.
Yeah, I'm back in that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go the same. France, Denmark second, but obviously
We want
Australia.
we want you guys to go through.
Bailey?
Australia, let's go through. Australia, I want you to go through, and I believe you can go through the same amount as I believe Arsenal are going to win the league this year.
Bailey, I want you to just control them boys. Because hopefully we don't concede, yeah?
Tom.
Same.
Yep. Mike,
France,
Denmark as
Denmark.
well.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's go Group E. You want these back?
No, we can leave them. I'm in the
Group
zone
E
now.
is a Group
It's
E
an
is
interesting group.
I think one of the two groups of death. I think Group E and Group D and Group E and Group H for me are the two groups of death.
I think this is the
Germany,
best group.
Japan, Spain, Costa Rica.
That's
This is
group
a sick
of
group.
death.
It's the most even group.
We have Japan, who are just always. It doesn't matter who you know is in the Japan squad. When they go to the World Cup, they have ballers.
Yeah.
They have technicians.
yeah.
They just have players who want the ball at all
Militants.
times. They give every team a hard time. Like even when Colombia, the
Yeah.
game went end to end. Whenever they play Brazil, end to end. Whenever it's always
They're
a tough
never
game.
really getting battered.
No.
Ever.
They're never expected to do well, really.
Yeah.
But when they come up against
Tough
big
to beat.
nations like Brazil, they're never getting smoked.
They're going to do
It's
a lot
crazy.
better this World Cup than they did last World Cup. I think they have a lot of players
Yeah.
that last World Cup was more end of an era for them, and now it's the start. I think
A lot of young players in
the
this.
World Cup after this,
Japanese
they're going to be
squad.
back to being the Japan we know.
Yeah.
But this World Cup, I think they're going
I
to
think-
be improved.
I agree, and I think along with them, Germany and Spain are both squads in transition. I
Yeah,
think Germany
big
is
time.
heavily in transition. If you look at their
See
squad,
Spain squad though.
if you look at Spain's squad, but if you look at Germany's squad, it's
very
young.
nowhere
It's the
near
same
there.
level of weirdness for
It's
both of those.
weird. It's
A lot
very
of gamble
strange.
But I,
Well,
no, but I
yeah.
feel like Germany,
Germany picked your guy. Did you know Bella Kotchap?
Kotchap, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Germany's still up. Germany's still like they're machine. They're like they're just a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
They're just like academy program that just comes
Sure.
through.
They are, but
Machine.
but I think they have the sparks now to be unpredictable.
And the spine.
Yeah.
They have a spine that's
Kimmich?
reliable.
No Tony Cruz.
Yeah. And
They begged him to come back.
did you see what he said? He said,
Yeah.
there's players that deserve to be there more than me.
Yeah.
well, that's
it
that's
was
what I'm
really
saying. The
weird
German squad is
for me.
is a weird mix of experience, but a lot of youth. Like
Yeah.
Yusuf Mukoko,
Yeah.
17.
He's going to be the second youngest player ever.
But he's been doing
If-
bits in the
to- to
Bundesliga.
start.
He's been
But it's a
good.
Bundesliga tax, so I'm allowing it.
Adeyemi as well from
Adeyemi, yeah.
Adeyemi.
Dortmund.
Musiala.
Musiala. You
Don't get me started.
Götze is in the squad.
For some reason.
You got to recall.
like so confused.
I think they're trying to run
Bring
that
it back,
experience
bring it
trip
back.
that Brazil's doing.
Yeah. I think
You know,
it's going to be, if you bring someone who's won a World Cup to help the younger players, and I feel as though
I
he's
think
someone the
it's
young
kind of
guys would
genius.
respect. Because when you're a young player, all of us, when you watched Götze, like you thought
I
this
used to
guy's a
love him.
baller.
I used to
Yeah,
love
like
him.
when we watched him when he was young, he's a baller. So I think the young players coming into the squad, he's someone that they will respect, and he's won them the World Cup, so more respect.
A player
think it
that
helps.
won't be there who misses out on another international
His fifth tournament.
Marco Royce.
Didn't he get injured like
again.
a week?
Yeah.
He's,
It was like
this is
2
his
weeks
fifth
ago.
tournament he's
Sorry
missing
for
through
He's
injuries.
so loyal to
That's
both
painful.
Dortmund
That's
and
painful.
Bro,
He- like,
if Marco Royce never got one injury, he would be up there with one of the best,
Best
players
players.
that ever lived.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
But unfortunately, at every time when it's like, fuck, this could be Marco Royce, he could really do something, injured.
Who's the guy for you guys for Germany this World Cup?
Musiala.
I think
man.
surprisingly Musiala.
you're going to play in the 10, yeah?
He's going to play in the 10 like they do with at Bayern. They play with 2 10s.
Yeah.
Him and Muller.
Bro, he's...
And I think with the balance that they could have in
If he played for
midfield,
the where he should be playing for.
I think he's gonna be.
Do you guys think Sane has to
I was going to say
step up?
Sane's mine.
I feel as though he's past
coming
being
off-
the young
I
player.
thought Sane.
Yeah. He's past it.
He's past being the
Yeah,
young
ruled
player.
out.
But I feel
No,
like
no,
no, he's in.
Is he in the squad?
Yeah.
With Sane, I think he's gonna do the job.
I
Sane's
fully believe
reliable.
Sane's
He's
gonna
reliable.
do the
He's
job.
He's
Good
very
job.
reliable.
I'm not worried
Yeah.
about him.
Yeah.
No, I think this is his tournament where he has to step up and be one of the main guys.
I think he could.
I think he will
I
as
think
well.
he
He's
could.
talented enough.
Because I don't think we can keep doing the young player narrative.
Well, he's in his
with Sane.
mid-20s now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
Kimmich is playing in the middle, yeah?
Yeah.
Kimmich.
CDM.
They still have good midfield
got
options.
Rudiger
And
at the
realistically,
back.
Their starting
Yeah.
lineup is very.
And they got
I'm
Muller
very
in the
shocked.
squad as
Very,
well.
very good.
I got mixed feelings about
Muller,
Rudiger.
Gundogan,
Who do you guys start in goals? That's a question.
Neuer.
Because
Oh, Ter Stegen.
Ter Stegen has
Ter Stegen,
been
yeah.
in. He's got 13 clean sheets from 15 games in La Liga at the
Yeah,
moment,
but you know what? It's about like the national team.
which
Yeah,
is my
but-
question.
But the new coach prefers Ter Stegen, but it's like the Germany higher ups prefer Neuer.
Neuer. Because
He's the
imagine.
captain, yeah? Neuer captain?
I think.
Yeah, he is.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Yeah, he is the captain. And so imagine you go to a World Cup, right? Let's say you start Ter Stegen and he doesn't like do what they think Neuer would do. The coach gets crucified.
Oh, big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So do you rather
Nah, Neuer has to...
go against what you think who's better? Because
Nah.
Ter Stegen is the better keeper than
I
Neuer
don't think
at
it's
the moment.
that big a gamble though.
Exactly.
Like I don't think
That's
it can
true.
go that right.
I think it's,
No, it's
yeah,
not.
I think it's very similar to Allison and Edison.
Yeah.
Like in
Whichever
terms
one
of-
you choose.
If you want to play a ball playing keeper who's incredible, you play Edison. But Allison is just a very, very, very good keeper, and he's
Best
not
in
going
the
to make
world.
it much worse like
Yeah.
Neuer.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he's going to be there to save. Maybe they won't play out as much, but I think
And
I think Germany will go through. But Spain is the team I'm very
Iffy
confused
about.
Yeah.
It's
Bro, it stinks.
You left your best
Their
midfielder at home.
forwards, there's 5 or 6 forwards, whoever they are
It
terrible.
stinks.
They do, yeah.
As
I
a
feel
group
sorry-
of players, no.
That's him. He made it, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's he made it.
It stinks. It's absolutely an L.
Morata,
I have to
Unless-
agree.
Asensio's
Torres.
in the squad.
But unless
to
they're
agree.
doing this,
Sarabia.
yeah, that's a weird one.
unless they're doing
Danny
this, and it
Olmo.
ends up like
Danny
Germany
Olmo.
in 2010, then it's okay. When Germany came on in 2010 and they had this young team,
Nah, but they still had closer. So it made it.
Yeah, and their
alright.
young players were all elite.
The young players were Ozil. It's
Muller.
not. Yeah,
Like-
Muller. It's
Unless
not.
they
It's
do
not Danny Olmo.
because right now it's the Spain. It's
For me, it's the Spain front, whoever starts offers no goals.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
terrible.
Their midfielders have
Their
good
midfielders
players,
good,
but
but
it's
young.
also like what's
like,
going
do
on.
you start Busquets? Like,
And you also
probably-
didn't take Ramos, which is very strange.
What do you
in
think
terms of
about
just
that decision?
I just thought it was strange.
Put
I
him
kn-
in the squad.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what I
that's
thought.
right.
It doesn't make
He's
sense why he's not
experienced.
in the
He's the
squad.
most experienced guy you have available to
Because
pick.
you've taken Azpilicueta.
Yeah.
So obviously you don't care about it.
It's got to be political.
right.
Obviously you don't
Azpilicueta
care
is gonna
about
play.
players that
I don't know
are
how
past
this guy is making teams.
Azpilicueta is going to play. That's
I
the
don't know
crazy
how
thing.
He's still playing football.
I don't
Surely
think
he's-
I don't
he's
think
gonna
he
play
starts.
right back.
No, Carvajal will start.
Carvajal's
Do you reckon
gonna play.
Carvajal? Oh, he
Yeah.
wasn't there last at Euros.
Carvajal will start with Pau Torres and Laporte, and then I think Jordi
Pau
Alba
Torres and
or-
Laporte is
or Gaia.
I think, a good
Wait, who's centre back?
centre back
Who's playing centre back?
partnership.
Torres, the
But
Villarreal
watch-
player,
watch them-
and
watch them
Laporte.
play.
Garcia play?
Watch
I
them
don't
play
think he
Garcia,
starts.
and he's awful. He's
Yeah,
god
I'm not a
awful.
fan.
I swear
of
they were
Garcia.
going to play Garcia.
They
Yeah.
love Garcia.
Yeah, that's what they're going to
They love La Liga players.
Yeah,
Are we
And-
ruling out Costa Rica's chances to go through?
No, never, never.
I think so.
No.
You can. I
K-Law.
just don't think you can rule them out.
You know Joel Campbell's in
Joel
the squad?
Campbell. Joel Campbell's done.
I just think
Arsenal.
He's not coming through again.
He's a legend we never got to see.
He's done it in a World Cup before, but this
Exactly.
isn't the World Cup that he's going to do it.
Let me know who goes through for you guys. For me, I think it's Germany and Japan going through, and I think Spain will just miss out.
I'm just gonna go. I think it's obviously safe, but I'm gonna say Germany and Spain second.
I think the same.
I think Spain stink. Like bad. This team sucks.
I think so as well,
I think this
bro.
team sucks.
I'm
It's
not a fan of
disappoint-
Spain.
Like your boy didn't even make the squad.
Yeah, they left. I told you they left the best
fair
midfielder
play.
they have at home.
So
So
I'm saying Germany is going through,
I'm not even sure Germany's top in the group, but I think Germany and
and I'm
Japan.
saying
Germany will do enough. They're good enough.
yeah,
Costa Rica. We'll go Costa Rica.
Costa Rica
Over
second.
Japan.
Namibia with that black and blue samurais.
Yeah, blue.
So
Star.
yeah, I can't just Spain this.
Yeah.
I might be.
I think Spain
I
are
might
good
have a
enough.
stinker here and get-
Yeah, I think they're good
to
enough.
beat Japan.
Spain look terrible.
I think
on
Spain.
paper.
I'm gonna go Germany, Spain. I think Spain will scramble, and I think that's it.
Yeah,
I think it's
Right.
about
Who's
whether
that
or
coach
not
at the minute? Is it
Luis Enrique.
Luis Enrique. No, he's a good coach,
That's what I expect better from that.
I agree.
but there's not that much to offer with the Spain attackers at the moment. So I think they're going to dominate the games in terms of possession, but it's whether or not one of these strikers can take a
Oh,
chance.
bring Diego Costa back. Lols.
No,
No way.
No,
He doesn't
he's
even
He's
play
not
for
in
Wolves.
shape.
no can do.
Did you two say yours?
Yeah.
All right, let's go Group F, which is pretty straightforward, I think. Belgium, Canada, Croatia, Morocco.
We know what's
It's
going
actually
on.
not straightforward for
It's not
second.
as straightforward as you
But
think.
I think for first,
First should
Belgium
be clear.
are doing enough. They have too many top quality players.
CA, baby,
Bud
let's
said
go.
Kevin De Bruyne's going to win player of the tournament because he's going to have a big tournament. I kind of agree in terms of him just having a big tournament.
But
I don't think he's the same player for Belgium as he is for
I don't think he can do anything wrong when
Who's
he's
this?
playing for Belgium.
KDB. I don't think he's the same player. He doesn't have the luxury. What the luxury?
I think he's
I
about
think
the
it's the
same.
same.
yeah, I
think
think
he's
he's
the
about
same.
that life, man.
Yeah.
Especially
he's
last World
about-
Cup, he had big trip.
Yeah, and last Euros as well.
Yeah.
Every freaking tournament, this guy he's the one that you can
He's the
count
guy,
on.
yeah.
Hazard, not the guy when it comes to international. Lukaku scores in the group stage when he gets to
Doesn't
the
get
difficult
to-
But
games.
apparently he's not like he's in terms of injury wise, they're not sure like what shape he's going to be.
He's injured at the moment.
Yeah, he's injured.
He's
at the
coming
moment.
into the tournament
So-
under an injury cloud.
Is that like does that change anything?
Yeah, it does.
Absolutely.
Because you guys are getting one big team here.
No, we're not.
You are, man.
We're not.
No one is.
Name three
Canadians.
players.
Canada, baby.
Name three players.
Let's go.
Alfonso is finished, cuz.
Alfonso's heartbroken.
Yeah.
He's off heartbreak.
He's
Alfonso
heartbroken.
is a wonderful streamer.
And yeah.
He's a
personality.
He's a good fucking player, but
he's amazing.
what,
He
is.
in
Yeah.
what
But
tournament is your left
left-
back going to
exactly.
do anything? And if your left back can afford to play up front midfield for your team's going down. cuz.
Yeah.
You're-
It's
you're
just
not doing the
realistically,
same.
it's not it's nothing.
No, what's his name? Philip Lahm played left back and centre mid and everywhere else for Germany. So
Yeah, we're good players.
I think
it's gonna be a stinker for them.
CONCACAF awarded too many places in the World Cup.
What do you mean?
They awarded too many. Why can Canada be
three.
in the World Cup?
They got 3.
Yeah, three's too many. They should have 2.
Who?
Mexico and America.
America's.
And they have Canada and they have Costa Rica.
And Costa Rica. There's 4.
Yeah.
It's
Get
They
rid
should
of
have
one at
three.
least.
They need
Get rid
three,
of one
yeah.
at least.
3 is even.
3 is even too
one
much.
of them had to win the qualifier. It's 3.
Who?
One of them has to go against the another country to get into the World Cup, isn't it?
Yeah, they do.
But it's 3 teams guaranteed.
3
plus
guaranteed.
the fourth
plus
one
the
has
fourth,
to.
Yeah, you're
battle.
right. We're saying 3 is too many. for
Oh, okay,
CONCACAF,
fair
yeah.
Yeah.
Mexico and US are always there.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Do you guys
Fair
think do you think Croatia still have enough in the
Yeah.
tank to get
Yeah,
through?
absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
No, I got him.
I think Croatia are
Money,
underrated.
by the way, I got him in the Croatia and the what's it called?
In the
Croatia underrated, I think.
They are.
I think
but
so.
I just don't. I just
Again,
for the bands.
another good unit.
Yeah, great unit.
Midfielders who all work hard and are ball players. And then the forwards always seem to show up in big tournaments. So
I don't
I
know
think,
how.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think Croatia are
I
going to
don't
go
know how
through.
either.
They're quite stinky
They're going to go through.
front line, but so let's skip.
I
this.
think it'll be comfortable second.
Yeah,
for
I
Croatia.
think so.
Comfortable.
Croatia comfortable
I think-
second, Belgium
yeah.
comfortable first for you 3.
I think it'll be
Yeah,
9.6
Belgium,
points.
No, you
Croatia.
agree?
I think it'll be
Croatia. But
7.
honorable mention to Canada, man. Come on.
I think
7.
I think Morocco will take Croatia all the way. I think Canada will finish last in the group, but I think Croatia will just nick it and
Don't say
Belgium.
that was someone.
Belgium.
it'll be a good experience for Canada.
Yeah.
Drake doesn't bet
It'll
on
be their
Canada.
first
They're
and
gonna
only.
go through.
Well, he's going to.
He's going
and
to.
that's why you guys are going to go out.
So
Don't
Raps.
put that. Don't put that juju out there.
I'm just saying.
Don't put that juju out there, man.
Let's go to Group G.
Brazil.
The group I care about. We'll say second most for this sake of this podcast, but
He put his Brazil shirt on.
Brazil, Cameroon, Serbia, Switzerland. We got Xhaka in there for the Arsenal boys.
This is an even group. This is even.
First between the three.
Between the three, yeah. Brazil clear.
Bro,
I don't
Brazil's
think it's
team
even
is
between the three.
I don't think it's
I
even.
think Cameroon are going to take out last place.
Yeah, I was literally about to say Cameroon are one of the worst sides in tournaments.
Do you reckon?
In tournaments, they are one
in
of the
tournaments,
worst
yeah,
sides
yeah.
that I've seen
Yeah.
for a long Every single
They can bottle.
they're going to have one red card minimum. There's going to be, I'm telling you, one red card minimum.
Yep.
They're going to concede a lot of goals. They're going to not score many at all, and their team is going to capitulate.
Realistically, for Cameroon to not finish last of their group, Zambo and Guisa has to turn into Yaya, Toure
which
for the
he's looked
whole
like this year.
tournament.
Which he's looked
For
like
the
this
whole
season.
tournament. Choupo-Moting, who's actually been scoring.
He's been so
He's
good.
been in form. He scored 6 goals for Bayern this year. He has to just be on the end of everything. And they also need a big part from
Mbeumo.
a favourite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just think.
That's actually not.
All right. Yeah. Okay. But
Wait.
before you say that, a team with Drogba, Yaya Toure, and Kolo Toure were
battered
finishing last in the group.
Yeah.
So
Battered up.
this team would just
Andre
B-Tech
Onana, though,
versions.
And their coach, do you know their coach's Mark?
Who's the coach?
Rigobert Song.
Rigobert.
Is he?
Oh, he's
Yeah.
Nah, look, because you said that, definite loss. Nah. Look, I want
still president.
I want them to do well.
I want all
But
the African teams to do well.
Do you guys?
Eto's still president.
This is who I have the least faith in.
Yeah, definitely.
And Eto, I think he's going to curse Cameroon because this guy has been talking so much nonsense.
He's been chatting beer.
He's a
Greece.
big
Recently,
hater.
have you heard?
No, what's he
all
been
the shit he's been saying. He said, Messi. I never played with Messi. Messi played with me.
Oh, shut up.
He said,
He's been on like a world tour doing
of just
nonsense. He's on a
talking
Kanye
shit.
world tour.
Yeah, he is.
He's just talking
He is.
shit. He said something about like nobody being near him in terms of greatest African players of all time.
Yeah,
He
like,
was just
just
talking
relax, cuz.
nonsense.
he
Also, do you
bored?
guys remember when Song did this
Yeah.
in the World Cup? After that, I've lost all faith in
There was a
Cameroon.
match fixing like thing that went into like that World Cup
Yeah,
on Cameroon because they
probably.
did the wildest things.
They
for
finished
no
bottom
reason.
in the group.
Yeah.
I mean,
He did this.
we're saying Brazil going through first, yeah.
Brazil easy.
Brazil
That's
taking
clear.
9 I
That
think
squad
even
is
when they don't
crazy.
I
play
think they're
well,
drawing one game.
Yeah, they're pumping.
I think they're
not
drawing
drawing
one
any
game in the group. I don't know, but I think they're drawing
way
one.
too good.
They're
for
way
this
too
group.
good, bro.
They're
That back-
so
They are good.
Their
They're-
backline, their midfield. Who's
And
playing?
their
Who's,
forwards.
Who's this?
who's starting up top?
Brazil always
Who's playing number 9?
Gabby Jesus will play
I think
nine.
Richarlison will start.
Richarlison, I think.
Yeah.
will play nine.
That annoys
They
me
love
so much because
Richarlison.
he. Oh my
Nah,
god!
love him.
but when
they
he
love
plays
him
for
because of
Brazil,
his
he's
movement
And it suits them
Yeah.
very well.
when he plays for Brazil, and you
I
need
was
players who
gonna
are going to
say,
work hard.
Vinny on the right, Vinny on the left.
Vinny on the
sorry.
left.
Yeah,
Who's on the right?
Rafinha on the
Rafinha.
right.
Neymar 10.
Neymar.
Even Rafinha, I don't know why he's made.
He
Nah.
hasn't been informed this year.
And but when he plays for
I
Brazil
don't
as
know.
well
These Brazilian
recently,
dudes love playing
Yeah.
for Brazil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was watching this Jesus and Martinelli interview, and they were talking about all the Brazilian players, and they were like, the guy was asking them questions and blah 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 blah, and they were, for every player, they're like, yeah, no, he's the best guy. He's the best guy. Like the team chemistry in Brazil,
yeah,
was
it's sick.
Amazing.
Incredible.
elite.
I feel like
Every tournament.
you'd be a change man after like a World Cup
Yeah.
or
Absolutely.
CONCACAF like tournament. You
Yeah.
just feel amazing being in that.
Is
squad.
Danilo in the squad?
Yeah,
Yeah. He's a second
Right
choice right back.
Or maybe first.
I
choice,
think he's
he
going to
was.
be first
That's
choice.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
first choice.
They fullback options. This is one of the first times Brazil have had
Dude,
their
Danny
worst.
Alves is going.
Their worst fullback options are their worst options in the side are fullbacks. It's going to be this is the first time in a long time.
yeah,
So I feel as though that's like their
that's
weak
their
point.
weak spot, but everywhere else is essentially
And
elite.
someone who's going to get a shout out because he's been amazing this season, and I feel as though has never been a starter for Brazil, but it's pretty crazy that he could go into the World Cup and be a starter. Bruno Guimaraes.
Bro, he's elite.
Yeah.
He's actually. I wish Arsenal
He's good.
actually got to sign.
What's your, if you're the Brazil coaches, what is your starting? Because I think the midfield three is the most
important?
important that they get
That
it
they
right.
get it right.
but it's
Facts.
Also,
I think it's
a
Ca-
lot of options. Who
Because
starts?
I think it's Casemiro.
I think they'll
it's
start
Casemiro.
Fred.
I think it's
Nah,
Casemiro.
I think they'll start
Bruno,
Bruno.
and it's
Neymar.
Neymar.
I think so as
But
well.
someone
No, but I
who
also have a sorry.
no, you
I
go.
also have this theory that Neymar's gonna play on the wing.
I don't think
No,
so.
I think Vinny will play
I
on
think
the
Vinny
wing.
has to
Yeah.
play.
He's been too good.
Yeah,
And Neymar can play 10. He probably wants to play 10
I think
as well.
Neymar plays 9 before he plays on the wing.
Neymar
I
plays.
think he's playing in the sorry. I think he's playing in the front three.
What's going to happen is Neymar is going to play 10 when they have the ball, but when they don't have it, he's going to play 9. And
4-4
Yeah.
Richarlison is going to
I
do
think
the
definitely Richarlison will start.
Yeah, because he does all the running.
Well,
Jesus does
The
work
good
hard.
thing for Brazil is if Richarlison starts the game, Jesus comes on.
Exactly.
If Vinicius starts the game, Martinelli comes on.
Yeah.
If Rafinha starts the game, Rodrigo comes on.
That's a
if
great
Neymar
set.
starts the game and needs to come off for whatever reason, Paqueta comes on.
That's someone
if
who I was
Gamara
gonna
has
say.
to come off, Fred comes on. If Casemiro has to come off,
Fabinho.
Fabinho comes on.
so
Yeah.
good.
Like
It's
if
crazy.
Alisson breaks his arm first game, Edison comes on. Yeah, their
The-
team
the
Is
thing
this
that-
their best team in?
Yeah, it's
in a
their
long
best team
time.
since
20 years?
2000. I think this is a better side than the 2006 World Cup. This is their best team
It's
since
a better squad,
2002.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a better team since.
It's a better
than-
squad.
It's better. It's the best team since 2002.
I think so as well.
And
Crazy.
I was gonna say another player who always plays well for Brazil, and I used to wonder like how this guy starts every time he starts for Brazil. But then you watch the game and you're like, he's fantastic, and it's Paqueta, and he's got to move, and he hasn't.
Hasn't been
Had,
great.
he hasn't had, but I'm
hasn't
telling
been
you,
great.
once he puts the Brazil shirt on,
It's all once
Yeah.
they put the Brazil.
Yeah.
Richarlison
They love
is
playing for Brazil, bro.
terrible.
Yeah.
He has scored no goals for Tottenham, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, none.
yeah, 0.
9 games.
0 goals and 9
I don't know
games.
how.
But I'm not even against Richarlison starting.
Yeah.
Jesus is literally in the best form. He's playing so well.
probably-
If Richarlison starts, I don't,
I don't
care
want
because he
Martinelli
does the
and Jesus
business.
to
He
play
does
at
it.
all. Just have
Facts.
a month of just training and not get injured.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
Nah, their squad is going to come in handy, especially with 5 subs. Brazil are.
Yeah.
And like
Scary.
Argentina, all these players will run and kill
Neymar.
themselves for Neymar,
Yeah.
with, like they are with Messi.
Romario came out and said in the '94 World Cup, the whole team just knew they had to play for Romario, and that's how they won the World Cup. And he said that
crazy.
the Brazil team, as long as they do that for Neymar, they'll win the World
And
Cup.
that's why, yeah.
And
They're looking
That's
stupid.
I
why
was
they're
looking
up
at
there.
the qualifiers. Neymar scored 8 goals in 11 games in the qualifiers.
Also, if Neymar scores 2, he ties Pele's record for most
Yeah,
goals
nah.
for Brazil.
Shy,
He
so
will.
he's gonna
Shit.
get it.
I think he'll get
World
more than
Which
2.
is hectic.
Is this 10,
yeah, this is his
14.
14?
14,
18.
18. Yeah, this is his 3rd World Cup.
He was too young.
No,
He could have gone to 10. They had a terrible squad.
he got left out of the side for Nilmar. That was a terrible
Nilma,
side.
Luis Fabiano.
That was a terrible side.
Let me go first and second. Let me hear it.
Brazil,
Brazil and
Switzerland.
who? Switzerland?
I'm going to
Yeah,
go
I think
Serbia.
Switzerland.
Oh,
Nah,
see,
nah,
that's
Yeah.
I'm hearing that's the biggest dark horse for the tournament.
Nah,
Serbia.
I don't think so.
They have a good side.
I think they've got a strong side. It's a good unit.
Yeah.
They got knocked out by Scotland in the Euros.
Yeah,
Before,
but-
before the tournament.
Nah, but their side is
think
their
it's
side is
different.
better
I
now.
think they're
I don't know.
saving themselves, Tom. They
Are they?
actually have a decent side.
They have a good side.
Listen to some of the players they have. They have Kostic, who's playing top level for Juve. They got Milinkovic Savic, who you know is good. Dusan Tadic, who's in his best ever form ever
Yeah.
to ever exist.
Vlahovic.
They got Vlahovic and Mitrovic, who can play up front. They got Luka Jovic on the bench. They got Grujic, who plays for Porto, who's been good this year.
Savic.
Oh, yeah.
This team's actually looking alright.
They got some decent players. Like
Yeah,
if we're saying that Poland are going to be decent, Serbia are going to be
True.
better. Than
Better.
Poland.
And a
But
lot
I
of
think
people.
it's going to be a tough
Oh, they-
Switzerland,
yeah.
Serbia battle.
Oh no, Switzerland could easily
Switzerland's
go through.
captain's in
So
the
you
best
think
form of his
Serbia's gone
life.
through?
I'm saying Serbia, but I think it's going to be.
Nah, I'm saying
that's going to be. It's going to be close.
Switzerland or Serbia for you?
I have to listen to that lineup and that team. that
Yeah,
squad. It's got to be Brazil.
I actually
up top
forgot
and then
about that.
Serbia, man.
I think Switzerland still.
Switzerland.
I'm going to change mine to Serbia.
Yeah, I think Serbia could easily do it, but I'm going to go Switzerland just for Xhaka.
Sick.
Yeah, he's in.
For him.
And he plays so well. For
Yeah, he
them
is.
as well.
He's a
Yeah.
good.
Xhaka plays for
Blonde
Switzerland.
head is Xhaka.
He's like now at Arsenal,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
every game and scores every game.
Don't forget Shaqiri.
Oh,
This
yeah.
guy always turns up for them.
And they got a good keeper. They got good players, actually, Switzerland. Let's go Group H. Last group before we get into our little predictions.
And awards.
We got Ghana. We got Portugal. This is the group of death.
This is a tough group.
Ghana, Portugal, South Korea, Uruguay. I could not tell you. I think Portugal win the group based purely on their squad. But the other three, who knows? Who knows? Except Ghana is the...
Nah, South Korea's not.
Ghana's the
doing
most
anything. Son's not there,
unpredictable.
South Korea's
I
not
don't
doing
think
It
South
hasn't
Korea
been
are good.
confirmed yet. It hasn't been confirmed that Son's not going to be there.
He's
He
in.
made-
He's
he
in the
made-
squad.
Yeah, he's in the
he's in the
squad.
squad.
So
He's not playing.
hopefully he does.
Is he not playing?
He's injured.
He's injured at the moment.
Oh, I thought he was back for the World
they'll
Cup.
have-
He's
injured.
he's
They got some
supposed to
crazy
be, but he's
technology.
injured.
South Korea got crazy technology.
That's true.
He'll be around it.
Crazy technology.
I'm telling you, they got
Portugal
some
win this.
crazy.
Portugal, I think,
And I feel like this team. Ooh, I don't know.
This is the best Portugal squad they've had in maybe
in a long,
maybe-
long time.
maybe ever.
Maybe ever.
And they've
Oh, absolutely.
ever.
They've got-
got the team that won the Euro.
No,
This team is way
Exactly,
better
that's
than
what I'm
that
saying.
team.
And I think this team is
Way
gonna,
better.
we absolutely need to talk about this Portugal squad.
And even
squad
even
is-
with Ronaldo being
Let
in
me
the
tell
form
you
that he's
guys.
in,
Let me tell you guys some names. So they got Jose Sarr, who's one of the most informed keepers. If he starts, they got all right at the back.
They got João Cancelo, Ruben Diaz, Dallo, who's in his best form ever.
Incredible form.
They got Danilo Pereira, who plays as a centre back for Portugal. They got Rafael Guerreiro. They have Pepe, who still kills somebody. They got Nuno Mendes.
Form of
Then
his life.
Yeah.
In midfield, they got William Carvalho as the sixth.
MJ's
if he
guy.
starts. But then Bruno, Bernardo Silva, Palinha for Fulham, Neves, Mateus Nunes, and the little maestro Vitinha. for
Vitinha.
PSG.
So good.
Then up
That's
front,
a good midfield.
That's a
Ronaldo,
great
Andre
midfield.
Silva, who knows, João Felix, Rafael Leao, who's in the best form of his life,
Nice.
and Goncalo Ramos, the winger for
only-
And you said
Benfica.
Bernardo Silva?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
only thing that messes this Portugal team
Ronaldo?
up. No. I think they're gonna do it for Ronaldo. Like they're gonna do.
I'm
going
going to talk about this later.
The only thing that happens to them, the only problem with them is if they try to fit everybody into that midfield. They play a holding midfielder and they try to put Bruno.
Well, Bruno's going to play.
Yeah, Bruno's going to play, but
Bernardo
if they try
Silva
to,
has to play.
And
Bernardo
Bernardo
think
Silva
Silva
has
has
to
he's
play.
gonna play
Depends on where
wide.
Bernardo Silva plays. If he plays on the wing,
Yeah.
I can hear it.
Yeah.
But if they try to fit him in midfield and then put it,
With another attacking midfielder.
yeah, it's not going to work.
I don't think they will. I
I
think
think
they'll
he'll
play
play
him on the wing.
wide.
I think Vitinha is going to play in midfield.
I think Vitinha,
Bruno and Danilo
and-
Pereira.
Yeah,
A DM. No, Carvalho, I think.
Yeah, whichever.
whichever.
Portugal going through for all you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They have to, bro.
I think Portugal's an
Nah.
underrated team for sure.
They're not first for you.
I think Uruguay are going through first, and I think Portugal are going through second.
You reckon Darwin?
But I'm going to talk.
Nunes?
I'm going to talk about this later with my other things.
Sure, man.
But yeah,
well,
that's
let
what
me
I
just
think.
Give me your top two going through, and we'll get into the next.
Yeah, Uruguay first, Portugal second.
Mike.
I want Ghana to do it, but I think logically it has to be Uruguay
Yeah.
and Portugal.
Yeah.
Portugal, Uruguay.
Thomas
Same.
Partey can't do it.
Portugal, Uruguay.
I want Uruguay. I want Ghana to go home quick so Partey can get back to just training,
I
chill
hear
out.
it, I hear it.
I was about to say. I was like,
What?
chill out. I don't want him to get injured enough for me. We got one DM, bro. We need him at Arsenal. So it's going to be Portugal,
Yeah.
Uruguay.
I'm gonna
That
agree.
sense,
I think
that
they're both
sense.
too strong. Let's go into our predictions, into the questions, the burning questions. Let me hear your World Cup winners, boys. Who's winning the World Cup? For me, it's Brazil. It's obvious. I've said it 1,000 times. Half because I want them to win, half because I think this is their best chance to ever win the World Cup for the foreseeable future, anyway.
yeah,
Mine's Argentina.
me too, Tom.
I think that the team really wants to do it for Messi. I actually watched Ben Foster's podcast the other day, and the ex-Aston Villa goalkeeping coach went with Emi Martinez and watched
Oh, yep.
Argentina
Yeah, I watched
train. And he said that the cohesion in that squad is crazy.
Insane.
He said
Yeah.
he's never seen anything like it. They look like a unit. They look like they all want to be there. They're all ready to play. They really want to do it for Messi. He said he's never seen anything like it. It's incredible. I think Messi is playing absolutely unbelievable at the moment, and he's good enough to pull that squad through. They're on a run of 35 games unbeaten as well coming into this tournament.
If they win their 3 group games, it will be is it 3 group games or maybe 2 group games? It's going to be the longest ever streak for
Oh, really?
a team undefeated international.
The two Argentinas.
And similar to what you said about Romario, I just think that,
Yeah, I agree.
They'll do
I
that.
completely agree.
yeah.
And yeah, for me, this is the first time I've seen a side built around Messi the way they should have every time. Because they used to try and fit in Tevez, Aguero, but these players weren't going to play for Messi. They were going to play, obviously, because
Well, they were good enough to play for themselves, yeah.
were good enough. But I think now you have players, one of my favourite players, DePaul, who's going to, these guys will just run
dogs,
and
they got
play for
Martinez
Messi.
at the back.
Even Di Maria, when he plays for Argentina,
They got Romero, Rat Dog.
Yeah.
Romero, no,
Martinez.
Di Maria's going.
Acuna, big
Di Maria's
fucking
gone.
rat dog.
Acuna, Lissandro Martinez,
What's the other midfielder that plays for
Enzo Fernandez,
Enzo
who's
Fernandez.
now, this is going to be his first tournament with Argentina, and he's been in extremely good form. Yeah, Benfica midfielder, and Lo Celso, who's out of the World Cup, is someone who is exactly the
Yeah.
same mold as the other players, but yeah, they can
They've
replace
still
him.
got quality with Di Maria as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
So 2 Argentina.
2 Brazil, Mike.
I think the stage is set for Neymar and Messi.
Neymar.
But I'm gonna say for me it has to be Brazil. I think the quality that they have, the kind of players who are in form, and the balance that they could have is scary. And I think I find it difficult for them to lose to anybody, you know. And I think Neymar is playing with way more sense and level-headedness that I've seen, and a lot more maturity in his game.
Yeah.
And I think they're gonna need that for them to really win it. And I think that's what's been missing. I think in the World Cups prior, where they haven't done well, it's either he got injured or he he just wasn't right.
Yeah.
And there's
14 Brazil. 14 the one in Brazil.
14
yeah,
where he
was-
got injured.
Yeah.
Hurt his
way
back.
too much pressure on him.
on a kid as well. That's
No,
23
but
year
he
old.
was fucking good.
He was
He was
good.
he was their best
He was the
player.
best player in the
He was
World
best
Cup
player.
at
He
the
was
time.
good, but like the whole
And no
country was
Thiago
like,
as well.
Yeah.
And
So-
now if you think about it, this is the first time probably in his Brazil career that there's been players
That can support
that are
him,
as
that can
good
help him.
or like close to his level that can take the pressure off him.
And I think what makes Brazil so good is this will probably be the first squad where if they want to go out and dominate the game, they can because they have the squad. But if they are coming up against France, Germany,
Yeah.
they can play it as pragmatic.
Yeah.
They can sit off and literally just leave all their Vinny, Rafinha,
Neymar.
Richarlison,
play
Jesus,
like
whoever
that.
they choose to
'Cause
play
they're hard-
up front
hard
and just
work
counter.
rate.
Because think
Yeah.
about they're up.
Easily.
Think about they're up 1-0. In previous Brazil teams, they didn't have the bottle to sit and
Bottle
park.
and also just pure
Composure,
pace,
bro.
yeah.
execution of the front three.
But now they think about they're winning 1-0. They bring on Fabinho.
How are you scoring against Marquinhos and
Yeah, and Thiago Silva.
How you scoring?
And
who's in the best
Militao.
form of
How are
his
you
career.
scoring?
Militao, who's in
And
great
also
form.
with the squad they got, you got 5 subs.
That's what
it
I
could
mean.
be massive
That's what I mean.
advantage
Yeah.
with the squad that
I'm
they've
telling you,
got.
they bring on Fabinho when they're
Yeah.
up 1-0, sit him next to Casemiro and bring
Oh.
on Fred in front. They're not conceding.
They're locking that up.
Listen to this. You've got Chelsea's best centre back,
Yeah,
PSG's best centre back,
yeah,
Madrid's best centre back.
yeah,
this season.
yeah.
You got Casemiro.
Yeah.
Who's, I know you started playing dog shit for the first couple games of United.
He's been
but
good, though.
elite.
He's come into
He
it.
was
Yeah.
Fred
insane.
plays like he's a newborn player for Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Fabinho, who's been terrible for Liverpool, but he's
Yes.
going to be a machine coming off the bench.
Yeah.
For Brazil, yeah.
You got Bruno, who's just
Kamara
like
He's a machine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
so
is
one of the
going
best players
on?
in the
Box
Prem
to
right
box can do.
Vinny
can
has
do it
turned
all.
into
Best
Neymar
left,
2.0.
the best left winger in the world.
God damn.
Like, bruv. Oh, it's looking sticky for everyone else. But I would say it's coming home. I would say it's coming home.
But you got too much
Southgate
sense.
just did a madness.
What's your name
Brazil.
for him again? What do you call him?
Who, man?
Southgate?
I've got no name.
Wastegate.
Wastegate. You
Let's-
don't remember your own name?
That's a perfect
I
segue.
can't do it, man.
From the winners, let's go to the biggest underachievers.
Yeah, here it is.
It has to be.
Is it England?
Nah, it's not.
Bro,
I don't
get
think
off
it is.
I don't think it's England.
Hey, Will. I'm going to count to 3. You guys all better fix up. Don't be calling England the underachievers.
We said it's not.
Okay, perfect.
I said it's not.
No,
Mine.
we said it's not.
Mine.
Good. I was about to get worried there. About to get,
Who's your
For me, I think the underachievers could be France.
I think so.
The reason why I'm saying that is one, I think when you look at the gaffer, I think he doesn't know what he wants to do. From a formation perspective, he's been playing around with that. What was it, 3-4-1-2?
Yeah.
With a back 4, a front 3. I don't think he's set, and I don't think he has an idea what he wants to do. Because one, I think he has to fit Benzema, and obviously Mbappe in the side, but that's a different dynamic to 2018.
Definitely.
He also is missing Pogba and no Kante,
The heart of the
which
team.
is huge. So from a midfield perspective, what does he do, and how does he fix that hole and change the side for them to win it? Because that's the expectation. I don't know.
also the winner's curse.
Yeah,
Yeah, going
And
out
also
in
they're
the
in the
group.
group of the team that is going to win it. So Australia. So yeah, good luck to them.
I think for me, my underachievers, I don't think it can be England
Because I don't think people that aren't English are expecting them
Yeah.
to do too much.
I think they're expected
they
to
go
make
to
the
the
final
quarters.
four.
I think if they get to the quarters and go out, it's fine.
Yeah.
I
too.
think
I
the
think
way the
there's
groups are set
expectation.
up, they could run to the final.
I just don't think they have
I
enough
don't
quality
see
to go
it.
to the final.
I just
And I
don't
don't
see
think-
that.
No, I know. Like, I don't think they do personally. I want it to happen, but I think like the way it'll match up like the Euros. It's looking
It
like
could
that.
possibly.
It's looking
It
like
could
that.
possibly, but-
they top their group. It's looking.
They got a good run,
They'll
yeah.
play the what's it called, Group A.
Yeah, Group A.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will play Group A, but it's just then once it gets out of that, round of 16 is it's still quite decent if you top your group. Quarters, semis, finals.
That's
you
when it
should
gets
be-
tough.
You should be versing someone.
My one for me is
Wait, did you say yours?
oh yeah. Who did you say?
No,
yours?
mine's France as well.
Ah,
Oh
yeah.
shit, Tom. Who was yours?
not France.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm not France either.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's not France. For me, this is why I didn't talk about them that much in just before, but it's Portugal, and I think this is like we said their best ever squad that they've had. But this is still the same coach that very much struggled to get them through the group stage to get the qualifying. Through the qualifying, they had to go through
Yeah, true.
The elimination. This coach he's a terrible coach. No, like he's a terrible coach. And I think everything that's going on with Ronaldo at the moment, I think their best lineup is without Ronaldo. But it's not going to be possible for them to play without Ronaldo from the start.
It's just not a realistic thing.
It's not realistic at all. I think their best lineup is with João Felix at 9 and then Bernardo on the right.
Even
and
with Andre
Rafa
Silva at
Leao.
9, I hate Andre Silva. I don't like his game, but he just offers a
can't be
lot
Andre
of
Silva.
work rate, a lot of he's
Felix
an
can't
aerial threat. He's a
I think he can.
João Felix.
Yeah.
I think João Felix should start.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I'm not convinced at all by the Portugal side. I think, like I said, I'm big on a unit at the World Cup, and I don't think that they're a unit, and I think the coach doesn't have them set up correctly, and I think they're going out first knockout round.
Really? You guys?
Yeah.
Who's your underachiever?
My underachievers are Belgium. I think that they had the golden generation last World Cup. They finished third, arguably underachieved there as well.
I think they did big time.
I think they're big players. Like their two big centre backs are over the hill. Hazard's done.
They hold defense.
Lukaku's might not even play. We don't know. I don't think that whilst Courtois is one of the best keepers in the world and KDB is probably one of the best players in the world, I just don't think that's enough for them to get to where we should expect a team like Belgium with the players that they have to get to.
I hear that.
I completely agree because
Yeah.
I co-sign that too.
Yeah.
I just don't think there's a lot of weight on KDB's shoulders here to carry
Yeah.
this team. I don't think he's the same player as he is in City. At City, I think Lukaku's not going to bang in the quarters. Any big games to the back end, Lukaku's not going to bang.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing on the wing, and their backline.
The backline is
old.
shocking.
Yeah.
Their backline
The
is
only reason I
shocking.
didn't pick Belgium is because I don't think there's expectations.
Yeah, I think the expectations
The
go
only reason
on.
I chose France is because I just think there's more expectation on France. There's less on.
And I think people also know that with the injury to Lukaku, that okay, this could be sticky. So
yeah.
but I agree.
Fair.
Let's go biggest breakout star. Who do you guys think is gonna do a James? Do a I don't know who
Yeah.
someone
I think-
Renato Sanchez from the Euros.
I think for me, I'm going for Cody Gakpo.
Oh,
Sick.
nice.
I think in terms of like his game and how exciting he is, his abilities, I think this is a perfect stage for him just to have a machine tournament. He's coming off the back of having a high goal season, high goal assist season as well. So I think he's in prime confidence, and I think in the Dutch team, it's set up very well for him to just be that guy.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna go
that's a good one.
Gakpo.
Yeah, nice. That's
Tom?
a good one. Mine's Musiala.
Yeah.
I just think what he's doing in that Bayern team, a team filled with superstars, he's the highest goal scorer from 10. He's got the most assists from 10.
Crazy.
And this guy's playing at another level. And he's playing well beyond his age. And
And his expectation.
yeah, absolutely. And he's just playing like he belongs there. And he's happy to run a team. He's got the confidence to get the ball and just be that guy. So for me, in a German team that's probably not what we thought it would be coming into this World Cup, I think that he's going to run the show.
I think people also see not so much technically, but in terms of movement, he's similar as Muller. In terms of
Yeah,
his breakout
absolutely.
World Cup and the areas the space he moves into, where he's receiving the ball. I think that's what they're going to see, but a much more technical version of Thomas Muller. I think that's the player that they're going to
For
see.
me, he's the exact like modern number 10. He's
Yeah.
like the exact new mold of a number 10.
He's a leap.
Yeah, that's
Elite.
My big breakout star is a player I spoke about earlier in the season. He's started to come good actually recently. Plays for Brighton. Plays for the Blue Samurai. Matoma.
nice.
Baller. Winger.
He scored against
quick.
us. He killed us in the
He scored against us in the
Yeah.
Carling Cup. He's quick. He's techie. Can go both ways. Pause. He's just a good footballer, and I think he's gonna have a. He's already started to sort of show his quality in the Prem, but I think he's just gonna
This is the one.
in the 3 group games he'll show
Yeah,
what he
cool.
can do.
Cool.
I mean, there's two.
I know
toss-up between
ball
two
by the way.
players.
Yeah,
Musiala, obviously, I think he's amazing.
yeah.
I think Germany are gonna. I have this feeling that they're doing this 2010 repeat of just these young Donnies that are coming through. It's gonna blaze the stage. But then there's also Jude Bellingham in England. I feel like if he plays every game,
I think he will.
he's just gonna boss.
Going to
the
be the
midfield.
guy.
Yeah.
And that midfield, because they're gonna probably play 5 at the back. It'll be like what happened in the Euros where you saw Calvin Phillips just be this guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna do
Facts.
that role of just go run the midfield, do whatever you're going to do, and it's going to come out. Hopefully, it comes out well, and England go deep. But yeah, for me, it's one of those two.
Yeah, sick.
Oh, mate, you picking another bait pick like these guys, or
A little bit.
yeah?
Bro, allow it.
Nah,
Picking out.
I
they're
actually
picking the
I have
most
two.
You're just trying to be
No, I have.
You're just trying to be different. Yeah.
I have.
He's
I
trying
have-
to get people on TikTok.
Yeah.
Go, oh, this guy.
Oh my god.
I have
He knows
two.
ball,
Oh my god. Only Brian fans would call it.
These two big stars who are already
Nah,
starting
okay,
every
so-
game for the best teams in the
Yeah,
world.
yeah.
Does he play for England? Does he start for England all the time?
He's starting for England and he starts for Germany every fucking Dortmund every game.
Yeah, but he's starting for England all the time.
And he's the captain of Dortmund. He's not
Okay.
fucking broken out.
Yeah, but he hasn't broken up for England yet, so allow
Tom's
it.
picking fucking
Sorry.
Musiala.
This one, my one is someone who has already who has broken out, but he's got to a point where it's regressed, and I think he's gonna have to break out again.
He's gonna
and
need
I
to
think,
erect himself.
and I think this is terrible. And I think
Good to know.
and I think this is the perfect time for him to do it. His team lacks a lot of quality up front, and for me, I think Ansu Fati this has to be a big tournament for him. I think he's got to a point where people are now calling him overrated. They're saying he's not what they thought he was.
Injury, bro.
But when you watch him play for Barcelona and when he's on the field, he's very, very good. He can create, he can score, and he's improved his finishing. He's improved his everything surrounding him being a goal scorer. And I think this is a big tournament. But I did have another one.
Thank God.
And this one is not like he's not even a young player anymore. But for me, I think if he plays and he gets the game time, Ben White, this can be a big thing for Ben White this tournament. He's playing really well at club level.
Smartest thing you ever said, bro.
He's playing really well at club level. But
He's not even going to play. Yeah.
but
not
if
gonna play.
if he gets the opportunity to play, Ben White will be England's best centre back. He'll be England's best defender. And for me, it's going to be like you're carrying. This is so different to a different World Cup. He's coming in with the form that he's had from club level, and he's going straight in with what he's been the best right backs. Not even a right back, but he's been the best right back this season. And so, if Ben White comes into this England defense and plays like he has been, he looks like one of the best.
Do you guys
defenders.
remember when Gunners Leo was saying that Ben White will be the best England centre back when he was playing for Leeds in the Championship?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
And he's
And now he is.
so
Who
good.
knows?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Benjamin White.
Let's go dark horses. Dark horses. We spoke about it a bit when we were picking who would go through this, that, but who are we saying? Sammy, I know you said yours was Uruguay.
Yeah, mine's Uruguay, and I think.
Wait,
Production.
that's snoring. Right, if he does that again, just slap me in the chest.
Yeah. Yeah, so my dark horse. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Like, what the hell is that
so
noise, man?
We're gonna hear.
far out. Yeah, so my dark horse for the tournament is Uruguay. I think they are very, very, very under the radar because they don't have the exact same quality as they have previous tournaments, but they have one of the most informed players in the world,
The guy, Fede.
Fede Valverde, who's going to be playing in his preferred position in midfield, next to another guy who's been rejuvenated his career, Lucas Torreira.
Oh, and Bentancur.
And Bentancur.
Core.
These are three guys that are going to be working extremely hard. They're going to be winning the ball back. They
a
are going to
tough midfield.
try and dominate games in terms of their work rate, their physical presence. And then up front, you have the most
Unorthodox.
unorthodox
motherfucker.
question mark player of all time.
He could
Dark-
score no goals or he could
Or
score
he
7 goals.
Because I'm thinking this guy gets his first chance and he puts it away, right? Darwin Núñez. He puts his first chance away, and then he could go in a tournament where he's scoring random volleys, random goals.
Yeah.
Because
Got that
I've been someone who's
He's gonna
you
be
know,
good. He's going to be
got
good.
that
talks
weird
so
bag.
much shit about him. But I feel as though in a tournament where he just gets like random, makes something happen out of nothing, he scores goals. I reckon he could grab 3 or 4 in the tournament.
He's not as techie, but he is a Cavani regen.
Yeah,
Like, he's-
in terms of his getting into
Movement,
positions,
left
movement,
Yeah.
but he's physically quicker,
Physically, his movement,
machine,
is-
they-
yeah,
and he
Same,
makes good runs.
instinct. Yeah,
He's obviously not great on the ball, but I don't think Uruguay have to be
to
great
be
on the
that.
ball. Look at their midfielders they have. They're just going to play counter attack. They're going to like
They're all
score
just gonna
goals,
fucking
and from
run.
set pieces, they're used to having defenders who are big, strong, and can keep the ball out.
Deny dark horse. And remember, this dark horse prediction, this is going to stick with you. If your dark horse prediction is bad, similar to
Remember Bud?
Turkey.
Yeah, he said there were only dark,
That's
no
why
horse.
he's not here.
There were no horse.
Only dark.
Dark horse. Let me think about that one, man.
Alright, so
Oh, so we'll come back to you.
Let me think.
gave
No,
you-
you didn't, bro.
we gave
Look,
you-
do you want me to tell you what happened?
So
NBA
the
just
World
messaged
Cup-
me here.
The World Cup has been happening for 4 years since the last one.
NBA just messaged me. 4 years.
You've had 4 years
4 years
to
came through, bro.
You've had 4 years prep.
he thought the World Cup just got announced.
Yeah, 4 years
Mark,
prep.
who's your dark horse?
Dark horse.
For me, I'm going to go. I was going to say Denmark, but I've been there, done that.
Yeah, that's been your team.
So I'm going to go Serbia for this World Cup.
Nice.
That's a good one. Serbia.
Serbia.
I'll take over your Denmark shout.
And
I
they're
think
yours?
Denmark are underrated. They were the first. Did you guys know they were the first team from Europe to qualify?
And they're getting knocked out in the group.
No, they're not. No, they're going through second.
Aussie.
And the last 2 times they've played France, they've beaten them. They conceded 3 goals in qualifying, won 9 out of their 10 games. I just think they're.
He's done his
fucking good.
research today, and they're getting
I
knocked
came
out
prepared.
in
I
the
had 4
group.
years.
Aussie.
Did, man.
Oi, oi, oi.
My dark horse is Qatar.
I was gonna say that too.
If you guys don't
The corruptness.
if you guys don't think these guys haven't already made their way through the group, then
Bro,
you're,
and they got the
you're
Spanish
seeing
Donnies,
something
bro.
else. They got, I guarantee there's shit you don't know about. They got cryogenic chambers every room.
I'm telling you.
They got teleport pods that just get them straight underground to the game.
You know what I'm thinking?
They got,
I reckon.
each player has their own jet.
Yeah.
Felix Sanchez. His
Yeah.
Felix Sanchez.
You
Yeah,
guys,
I'm
listen,
telling you.
crowd.
Under
If you guys
17s,
don't think that
under
Qatar
20s.
haven't already, Qatar are already in the semis. I'm telling you,
got
right
R9.
now. Robot.
You know that Nike ad where they verse the robots?
Yeah.
That's Qatar's lineup.
I'm telling
Bro,
you.
Felix Sanchez, 17s, killed it. 20s, killed it. 23s, killed it.
You know
these
they've-
are no facts, by the way.
You know they've watched the episode, so they saw you before not know who he was.
Qatar are going to be playing with like robotic
Zidane Prime.
Yeah.
players.
Prime.
They're going to have. You think Haaland's not going World Cup? He's going World Cup.
Tell me this doesn't sound realistic, right? So they've laid all the ground with turf that only they play in the Qatari league, because you know every player plays in the Qatari league
Yep.
to play for Qatar.
Al Saad.
Yeah. So they've
team in that.
imagine
Hardy
they've
was their coach, bro. That's what I meant to say.
Al-
Hardy
Yeah,
was their
nice.
coach and Felix was the senior team
Yeah,
coach.
Felix.
That was what I'm telling you.
So-
Check this, yeah? You check.
yeah. Imagine they've laid all the turf as this one grass that's like only these guys have played on. So when imagine Pedri tries to receive the ball in that ground, he tries to run away, his legs are getting stuck in the grass. He doesn't have the right medals for it. You think Qatar don't have special boots where the medal, these are different, these are not even medals.
And when you 100%, and you know when the World Cup games are on, and like it shows like the captain and they meet in the circle shaking the refs' hands, and the refs are like all from different countries. No, all the Qatar games are going to have refs called Al Said, Al Mudal, and everything. Every game you're going to think, wait, where's the Croatian ref? No. All Qatar games, Qatar refs.
Who's in their group? They'll top their group, yeah, or go through in their group.
We said second,
They
yeah.
got to play England and who else?
No.
England will top their group in Group B.
Yeah, England.
Then you got Wales, USA,
England or
Qatar.
Iran.
Iran. They're beating whoever's they're playing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Qatar are doing bits. I'm telling you.
Qatar going through and
Let's go next one. Let's go. We did who's going to get golden ball in that other episode, but just say who you think will be the best player quickly for this World Cup special.
the best player for me is going to be Messi. He's at a point where it's do or die for him, and he's the best player in difficult situations. So for me, it's going to be Messi.
You agree?
Yeah.
Vinny Jr.
Vinny Jr. and
Mine
you?
was Neymar Vinny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going Neymar. Perfect.
Nice.
Let's go golden boot.
I'm gonna say only because he's gonna score. He's gonna bag in group stage. Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get 6 in group stage.
Pens.
Pens, a lot of pens, and that's it. And that's just gonna carry him across the line.
It's enough. Group stage is enough to take you to
Are we
Yeah.
gonna play
World Cup
attacking
top
DM,
scorer.
bro?
Yeah. Tom?
I think Neymar.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
think Neymar's going to.
Like I said,
through.
8 in 11 qualifying matches. He's probably
Yeah.
the most prolific goal to game right now for a national team going into the World Cup.
And I think they'll go far. And he'll play every minute of every
exactly.
game.
And that's why he's not mine. Mine is Martinez, Lautaro. And I think if you have the best creator in world football behind you, Messi, who's turned into that.
Party's Ghana.
Shut up. Messi's literally turned into the best creator in world football. He's going to be creating all the chances for a team that I think are going to win the tournament. I think he's going to, and he was their top scorer in qualifying.
I have two, and it's Richarlison and Darwin.
Darwin.
Top scorers.
Darwin's gonna be good.
Man.
Bro.
Darwin's going to back 5 in the group.
Hell yeah.
Darwin's gonna be good. Vinny Jr. is gonna back the most.
2-2-1, I'm telling you. Vinny Jr.? Yeah,
Vinny Jr.,
I can
bro.
see
Yeah, I
it.
can see Vinny.
I think Vinny's gonna be
4 or
the
5?
I
Yeah.
think he's gonna be the.
He'll get
I think
the most
six.
assists.
I think he'll get 5.
I think he's gonna. The team is just wicked, bro, and he's that goal scorer for them. Because I don't know for Richarlison, I don't know if he's gonna score
I think
that
he
many
will.
goals, and I don't think
he'll
Jesus is
score.
gonna score many goals. So they're gonna do work off the ball. Vinny will just be doing them back post finishes or cutting in on the right.
Are we discounting maybe the obvious Mbappe?
Mbappe?
Oh, Kylian.
Mbappe will score.
Or even Benz.
Yeah.
Or even
They
Benz.
don't want to score. I
But
think they're
will
creating
Giroud
enough
start?
chance.
I don't think
Mbappe
Giroud.
is inevitable.
I want-
It's like we
Giroud's not
think
starting, bro.
I think we think maybe France.
be surprised.
And this Mbappe is at his best. He's ever. Watch his goals for PSG, and look at the finishes that he's doing. Any
can score
situation
out
he
of
gets in,
nothing.
my God.
Is he getting supplied by that midfield though?
Does he need to be?
True.
I really don't
Yeah,
think he
does
needs
it.
to be.
Who's starting, bro? Who you gonna start? You gonna start Giroud and
I don't think
No,
Giroud's
I
Giroud
starting.
Ben's
think
up top?
Giroud might start the first game because Benzema's coming back
Yeah.
from injury.
Yeah.
But as soon as they get
Griezmann's got.
knocked
Did you say
out-
Griezmann's playing?
Griezmann will play 10.
Yeah, I think
He's on the wing then.
No
Dembele.
3-4-1-2.
They'll play. I reckon they'll play
Like-
4.
They might do that thing that they do where Rabiot might play it
Yeah.
out there or
Right,
someone in that
Yeah,
mold.
yeah.
I don't think they'll start.
But Usman, he's in form. He could start.
They could. Coman could start. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to what was that? What was our other special one? Oh yeah. So young player of the tournament. Did you guys have a different one for breakout star?
Yeah, mine's
Musiala.
Juju.
Musiala,
Juju Bellingham.
Well, let me guess. Mbappe from you. Did you like those?
I think
picks?
Vinny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he young enough?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I said before.
I think Vinny.
Yeah.
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 Oh
Also-
yeah, Vinny's young. Yeah, Vinny. Yeah.
Also, Pedri as well.
No, that team.
They're
is,
not going to go far
That team
enough.
is dead.
Did you see how good he was in the Euros?
Doesn't matter
Yeah,
how good
he's
he is,
very
bro. His
good.
team is.
He got
dead.
young player of the
in the
tournament.
Euros. They can go far enough for him to get the award.
Yeah.
How's far enough?
Or
When
they'll
you're looking
just
at the
they'll
group.
just give it to Gavi because he's young.
Yeah.
Play for
Who are you
Barca.
looking at the group?
They
I
are
agree.
getting out of the group.
It shouldn't have been him.
They're not.
They're getting out.
They're getting out of the group.
They're getting out.
How?
They're
I'm
better
telling
than
you,
the
they're
other
getting out
two.
second.
They're better than the other two just.
PK was alright, man. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, this one I didn't put in, but what do you guys think will be game of the group stages? Which game?
Ooh.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
gonna be
Do you want me
something
to-
random.
Do you want me to tell you?
yeah.
Australia versus France when we beat them.
Shut the hell up.
What? What's your issue? You saw in the last World Cup, we gave them.
Watch it at Maya, didn't it?
Not
Yeah,
me. I wasn't invited.
We did. Yeah.
I was
You're
too
only
young
14
then.
then.
I was only 17 at the time. But now this is the first World Up I'm going into knowing the freaking most ball. So
You know
when,
the most about balls.
when
yeah.
Australia
Very perfect point. What's coming up, innit?
Oh yeah. And the perfect promo.
Continue, bro. Continue.
Samuel knows the most about balls.
Samuel knows the most about balls. So trust me when I say insert new sponsor here.
My best game, I think, is going to be in the Germany group. I think maybe Germany, Japan, Germany, Spain, something like that.
Who's in the Uruguay group again?
That's a good
I
group.
think a game
Portugal.
with Uruguay,
Portugal,
Portugal.
Ghana.
Ghana.
Nah, Uruguay, Portugal.
Nah.
Yeah, that's a good game.
No, okay, do you want me to tell you what the actual best game is going to be? He's going to finish 4-3. It's going to be Qatar, Senegal.
Qatar, England, round of 16.
Qatar, Senegal. He's finishing 4-3. Mane somehow back for the game. There's Juju on both sides. One side is technological Juju. The other side is just...
Remember AFCON when the ref stopped it early, the game?
Yeah.
Qatar was going to let it go 115th minute, so Qatar equalised.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
This game is finishing 4-3. Qatar, who's our guy, the coach?
Felix Sanchez.
Felix Sanchez is adopting a new 2-6.
Yeah, him and Javi were doing bits and bobs, man. Javi was playing. He was coaching the team.
They're doing a new
Sending them to
2-6-2
the-
formation.
To Felix. Felix doing his thing. Come on.
Well, this has been Let Him Shoot. This has been your World Cup previews.
World
I know it's a long episode, but I know
Cup.
you loved every moment of it. We're going to be doing
Come
a lot
on.
of big things for the World Cup. We'll have a few things happening, a few
Yeah.
little extras happening, maybe even a few sponsors, possibly. Who knows? We'll see what's going on.
Jeez.
Little
Thank you for watching.
campaigning.
Thank you
there.
to Dirtbike for flying all this way.
Allow me. Special guest
Thank you to
appearance,
production, obviously.
Shout out production.
Production.
Unlike TikTok, like YouTube,
Hey!
share,
No!
subscribe.
Don't do that.
Yeah, fact.
Don't do that.
And thank you.
Oh yeah.